All right, good people. So today is Wednesday, January the 31st. No, I'm not there today, but I'm going to create this video. So please make sure that you listen and get everything in the video completed. All right, so this is saying find this question card. This is going to be your card number. I want to say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be your card number 6. Okay. So this question card is going to be your card number 6. So please find that card. Remember, we put these cards together. Please read this one. It says, which value below is the greatest value? So you can type these values in the calculator. Okay. If it's calculator active, you could estimate the values if it's not calculator active and see which one of them has the greater value. Do not forget, if you want to type the square root in the calculator, in order to type square root in the calculator, you press second and x squared, and then you type in 10 and press enter. Okay. For a fraction, of course, you already know how to do that. If you have 8 over 3, you're going to say 8 divided by 3, and so on and so forth. So you're going to circle the one that has the greatest value. Okay. So now we got number 2. It says a square table has an area of 60 square feet. Between which two consecutive integers is the length of the table? Okay, so you are going to draw it and it says the area. So think about the formula. Go back and look at the formula for area of a square. Substitute 60 in for A, okay? And then see what your answer is going to be. All right. Which two whole numbers does that answer fall between? All right. Please answer that one. This is card number, that was 6. This is card number 7. So please answer these two questions. Okay. All right. After you answer those two questions, okay. After you answer those two questions, please make sure that if you need to pause the video, but please make sure that you put your first and last name on this sheet here. Please put the period beside your name and please put today's date. Okay, so now we are going to write equations in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. This is slope-intercept form, where the m is the slope and your b is your y-intercept or your starting amount. Remember, as before, there are 3 steps to writing a linear equation. Let's do those on the back. The first step is to find the slope. Okay, remember we're going to use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The second step is to find the y-intercept. There's not a line. They don't give you a line, so you can't look to see where the line crosses. So in order to find the y-intercept in these problems, we are going to use the slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. We're going to write out the slope, and we're going to pick one of the points that we use to find the slope and label x the x coordinate and y the y coordinate. Substitute those numbers into the formula and solve for b. Okay? Lastly, we're going to take what we found here for m and what we find here for b and substitute those two values into the equation. Substitute whatever we found for m and then whatever we found for b into the slope-intercept form. And remember, on the front part of the sheet, the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay? All right, so let's do some examples together. Okay? Remember, you can always pause. So your very first step, we got 3 steps here. The very first step that we're going to do is we are going to find the slope. Okay? Step 1. So we have m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So please rewrite the slope formula. Okay? Now let's label the points. The first point is x1, y1. The second point is x2, y2. Okay? After which, we're going to substitute those numbers, okay? And then simplify. So we got m is equal to, your y2 is -1. Minus is a part of the formula. Your y1 is 3. Your x2 is -4. Minus is a part of the formula. And your x1 is 0. Okay? Do not forget that if you have to type them in the calculator, you don't know it by heart, show you again. Negative is in the calculators. Type in -1, then -3, and that should give you, look, a -4. If you don't remember how to simplify that. And then of course this is -4. So look, reduce that. Don't forget, if you don't know how, you type in -4 divided by -4, math, enter, enter. And that gives you a +1. So m is a +1. So now you need to figure out what b is. So step 2, we're going to find b. So in order to find b, remember what we said here? Find b, you're going to use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. You need to know m, and you're going to pick one of those points, okay? All right, so let's do it. Let's use y equals mx plus b. Now, we're going to choose, let's choose this point right here because these are easy numbers to substitute. Later, you'll understand that we know the y-intercept is going to be 3 because this point is on the y-intercept. But we're going to go ahead and substitute. So this is x, this is y, and then we have m. So y is 3, and you can use either point, it doesn't matter. Equals, your m is 1, and your x is 0, plus b. So now to solve, you got 3 is equal to, this is 0, and so you're left with b. 3 is b. So then lastly, you're going to take the m and the b and plug it into the slope-intercept form. So this is y is equal to 1x. This is a +3. Or y is equal to x plus 3. If you need to pause, please pause the video. Okay? Now we're going to do number 2. Okay? We're going to do the same steps again. Box this in. All right, so this is what we're doing here. You got step 1 is we're going to find the slope. Okay? We're going to use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? We're going to do that first. So let's label. This is x1, first point, y1, the second point, x2, y2. And let's substitute these numbers into the formula. So on the top, we have -3 minus part of the formula, we have 2. On the bottom, we have 1 minus is a part of the formula, and we have 0. So remember, if you cannot remember that this is plus and negative, you can type it into the calculator. -3, then we got -2. And you see how that gives you a -5? If you forget, please make sure that you type it in. So you've got -5 over, and on the bottom, this gives you 1. So your m is -5. Okay? Now we're going to find the y-intercept. So remember, you're going to use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. You're going to pick one of these points. It doesn't matter which point you use. Let's go with this one, okay? Because these numbers are easier. So we're going to substitute a value for y, that's 2, equals the value for m is -5 this time, and the value for x is 0, plus b. So now to solve, bring down the 2. This is 0 again. So b here is equal to 2. So last step is to take your m and b and plug it into the slope-intercept form. So you have your y is equal to, your slope is -5, bring down the x, your y-intercept is a positive 2. That's the equation. Okay? Pause if you need to. Let's look at number 3. All right? First step again is to find the slope. Okay? So you have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So now we're going to label. This is x1, y1, because this is the first point. This is x2, y2, because this is the second point. Now we're going to substitute those values. Your y2 is 5. Minus is a part of the formula. Your y1 is 0. x2. Your x2 is 1. Minus is a part of the formula. Your x1 is -4. Okay? So when we subtract, 5 minus 0 still gives us 5. And on the bottom, when we subtract, this is plus a positive. This gives me a 5. 5 over 5 gives you 1. Slope here is 1. Second step is to find B. Find B, find B. Remember keep saying that? You find the slope, and then you find the y-intercept. And then you substitute, okay? So in order to find B, you're going to use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, okay? You're going to pick one of these points. I'm going to choose this one this time. I'm going to choose 1 and 5, okay? Choose this one. All right, so my y is 5 equals my m, remember we found m is 1, times my x is 1. Not 0 this time, okay? So you're going to solve. This time, you multiply. This is not going to give you 0. This is going to give you 1. Bring down the plus, bring down the b. To get b by itself, you got to get rid of this positive 1. This is a positive 1 by subtracting 1 on both sides of the equal sign. Okay? 5 minus 1 is 4. So b is equal to 4. So now you have m is 1 and b is 4. So the last step is to substitute. So we got y equals mx plus b. Your m is 1 and your b is 4, positive 4. You don't have to write the 1 that's attached to it. It's understood to be a 1 there if you don't see it, okay? So this is x plus 4. Okay? All right, let's do number 4. So we have step 1. First thing is to find the slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So here on the top, your y2, oh, forgot to label. This is x1 y1, first point. x2, y2, second point. Okay? y2 is 5. Minus is a part of the formula. y1 is negative 2. Okay? The bottom. x2 is negative 3. Minus is a part of the formula. x1 is negative 4. Okay? On the top, don't forget, if you don't remember how to do that, have 5 minus a negative. Don't forget to put minus negative 2. And remember, that's plus a positive, so that gives you 7 on the top. This again is plus a positive, but if you forgot how to do that, negative 3, minus a negative 4, and that gives you, look, a positive 1. So m here is equal to 7. Step 2 again is to find b. So you're going to use y equals mx plus b. Doesn't matter which one you use. Let's use the second one again. So this is x and this is y, okay? So if we're using this point, y is 5, so put 5 here. And doesn't matter, remember, I could have used this one. I'm going to get the same answer. Your m we found is 7, so we're going to put 7 here, times x is negative 3, plus b. So we're solving for b. We've got to find the y-intercept. This is 5 is equal to, this is negative 21 plus b. 7 times a negative 3 is a negative 21. To get b by itself, you got to get rid of the negative 21 by adding 21 on both sides. Okay? So this side gives me a 26. So b is 26. Okay? Because this is gone. Okay? All right, last step. So we have your slope is 7. Remember, we're writing this in slope-intercept form. So y is equal to 7x. This is a positive 26. Okay? All right, so now I want you to try. I want you to do the rest of these on your own, please. Do not forget to find the slope. Okay? So step 1, don't forget to find the slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Label the points x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay? And substitute. On the top, you're going to get 3 minus, you're going to get 4. On the bottom, your x2, negative 4 minus 5. Then you're going to simplify the top. So that's going to give you on the top, negative 1. If you don't remember, type it in, 3 minus 4. Look, okay? Then you have on the bottom, this is minus a negative, you get negative 9. If you forget, negative 4 minus 5. See? Don't forget to reduce the fraction. Don't keep it like that. You have negative 1 over negative 9. Remember what a negative divided by a negative is? It's a positive. That's math, enter. So that's going to be a positive 1 over 9. Please don't forget to reduce those fractions. Step 2. Okay, you're going to use y equals mx plus b. Okay, and you're going to use one of these points. I'm going to use this one, 4 and 5. So if I use 4 and 5, my y is 4. M is 1 over 9. My x is 5. Then we got plus b. So let's multiply this. I can put a 1 under it. This gives me 4. I can type this in. I can type in the fraction 1 over 9 And I have what? Times 5. Okay. And I'm math, enter. I can do math, enter. And that gives me 5 over 9. Okay. Now move the 5 over 9 over here by subtracting. So I'm going to subtract 5 over 9. This is gone. So let's do 4 minus 5 over 9 to see what B is. So do 4 minus the fraction, parentheses, and the fraction is 5 over 9. Close parentheses. And you can press math, enter, and you get 31 over 9. So B is equal to 31 over 9. Or you can write it as a decimal, doesn't matter. So lastly, step 3, slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. You got y is equal to, your slope is 1 over 9x, and your b is plus 31 over 9. All right, let's do this one. Actually, you do this one on your own, okay? It's not that bad. All right, let's go down and look at. Actually, you got do the rest of these on your own. Don't forget to find the slope. Don't forget to find the y-intercept like we just did using y equals mx plus b. All right, so finish this sheet up on your own. After you finish the sheet, I need for you to work on iReady. Please work on your iReady project, math technology project, iReady. You need to complete all of the lessons in iReady. You need to complete 3 iReady lessons, a total of 3. The iReady project is due the 16th. All right. Thank you all so very much. Please make sure that you're on your absolute very best behavior, okay? Love you dearly. Have a wonderful and great day, okay? Watch the video again if you need to see the steps over. Bye.